Thanks again for being a part of our virtual family every day.
It's a nice view.
Hello.
Hello.
We're taking this car downtown.
Okay. Doesn't Diana have an appointment today?
Does she?
I don't know. I texted her asking. I thought she had a doctor appointment today.
What time?
I don't remember. I texted her.
Okay.
Good luck.
All right.
Dad and I are scouting the possible location for our next Vlogger Fair event, which will be coming up in, well, a few months. I just don't have a specific date. We don't know where to hold it, but it will likely not be in the same place we held it the first year or the second year either. This might also be the same location we'll hold Gnome Decks, 2 events for YouTubers in 2015. Produced by myself and a tiny team. Vlogger Fair will be focused on the family vlogger or anybody who uses YouTube to connect with community, and Gnome Decks will be specifically for geeky and nerdy YouTubers or anybody who produces videos about geeky and nerdy things. Some people would hope that when we do events we wouldn't have rain, but I would hope the opposite. This is part of why I love the region. I don't know if I could live in an area of the world that didn't have rain regularly. Not like once a year, if ever at all. I like the rain.
If you like the rain, why?
Because it's not hot.
That's probably so.
Plus, it's never made me sweat. I'd rather get wet by the rain than making myself wet. Sounds strange now that I say it out loud. It may not look like much, but there it is. Possibly. It's just difficult to find space to accommodate 1,000 or 2,000 people. Well, at least here in Seattle. That we can afford. I wish we were at the point where we could afford fancy schmancy, but this might be it.
A lot of history here, though. You can walk to Lake Washington from here. That's a big hangar. I wish these walls could talk.
People don't realize, but it's very expensive to put on events. It's okay when you're an attendee, but there are a lot of people that you gotta bring in to help make it happen. What do you think? Could it work? Just imagine that this entire space was filled with people who loved watching the same things that you love watching. I've been hosting events for over 10 years, so I kinda know what to expect. You gotta be creative. Though I think this would be a more suitable location for Vlogger Fair than for Gnome Decks. I like that space because there's a park nearby and a lot of open area for parking, so we could bring in food trucks. But then the issue we have to deal with is sprawl. People would have too many things to do, and I don't know if we have a big enough community to keep things corralled and having the activities focused in specifically one space, not just an area.
Unless you have the activities going on to keep them there.
I wanted fair-like activities, hence the name Vlogger Fair.
Yeah.
God, I didn't think I'd have to deal with that in this car. It's a pretty nice view. We may be looking at it for a while because Dad forgot to fill up his tank.
Someone will have to walk for gas.
That would be you. Well, eventually we'll get out of the city, back into the country. Might be a while, though. It's always a challenge to try to coordinate an event. There are a lot of risks that you take, a lot of gambles. But usually, more often than not, they pay off. It's not always the case. And in terms of payoff, it means you have a good event. That's really what it's all about. Bringing people together, having an experience. It's a monumental hurdle, or a series of monumental hurdles to get to that point. And yet I keep doing it.
Well, here we are at the post office again. Seems the day goes pretty quick. Go for a ride around the city, come to the post office, go home, watch old movies. I'm kind of retro. I like the old movies. I found the old Superman series on MeTV, and I've been watching the real old Superman stories. I kind of like it. Nostalgic.
Wow! Jedi got a whole bunch of Dr. Seuss books from MK. Jedi. Now you have your very own Dr. Seuss books to enjoy and hopefully to share with your own children someday. I'm going to be a grandfather! One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. We also have The Cat in the Hat, another classic. Green Eggs and Ham. We even have the Spanish version of that book as well. And then Horton Hears a Who and If I Ran the Zoo. The party walker. She's gone back to sleep. Let's go. Wicket, you stay out. Diana wanted to pop down to the drugstore to pick up something for Jedi, who's been congested for the past few hours. She probably takes after her father that way. I don't know if there's ever really been a time I haven't been congested. I'm setting the stage for a retro video. This ought to be fun. I haven't used this thing in years, hence it being retro. It's nice to see you. I love you. Even when I'm not around. And I heard that Noonie got you to fall asleep because you were kind of a little fussy by playing one of our vlogs, and then you heard my voice, and that put you right to sleep. And that's okay. You can fall asleep to my voice. I don't mind. Little star big heart. I've decided to call it Jabba, because it's Jabba the Hutt.
So you're telling me you named your furniture?
Yeah, I named my furniture. Why?
Just checking. He's your daddy Jedi.
Mommy got you some saline spray today, and that helped.
She doesn't seem to mind it.
Not at all.
She didn't like them as newborn.
Really?
When she was a newborn, she didn't like headbands very much.
Oh, the headband. I thought you meant my Spurbers.
That too.
I gotta hang out with my patrons, so you need to take Jedi.
But I could watch this all day.
Okay, then I will keep standing here.
Just stand there for the rest of the day. Your leg's getting tired.
Hey, that ding means I think we're live. We're broadcasting. Woohoo! Woohoo! Jedi is wearing this right now, but she's about to get her clothes changed. Oh, is this slipping over your eyes? There we go. Much better. There we go. That's the way it should be. It's a hangout. So here we are, we're hanging out. Sucking our fist, cause it's the thing to do. Hey, why don't we read you a book? Black fish, blue fish, old fish, new fish. This one has a little star. You have a little star too. Yeah, that one. It's got a little star. Your star is here.
What did you do to her?
I didn't do anything. I just moved the headband up.
Oh,
I love you, sweetie. I do.
so cute.
We're not making fun of you. We're having fun together. Because I kind of did that to you. Sorry. But at least I didn't put pockmarks on your forehead like Mommy.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Enough of the hairbands.
It was a little tight, huh?
It's settled.
Whoa.
I may need to get an electrician out here because that socket is not working. I take that back. About 15 minutes later, it suddenly turned on. What does that mean? What does it mean? Maybe Dad could tell me. Father knows best. Hey, wait. I am the father. Hey, Dad? It's all you do anymore is watch vlogs.
Catching up on yours.
Oh.
You were last.
Good talk. Good talk. Mommy's precious gift. Or gift, depending on how you choose to pronounce it. Oh, you were trying to get her to go to sleep?
Yes. So I can clear out her little nostrils.
They look good to me.
She had a little bow on.
She still has a bow on.
I mean on her head.
Oh, it's okay.
It's over there.
We don't need a bow.
Oh yeah, we do.
No, we don't need a bow.
I find my lack of helmet disturbing. That's much better. Thank you.
He looks happy. I'm sorry, was I in your way?
Yes, you were.
I think I like him there for now. I mean there. I'm going to start a new collection of bottles. How does that sound? Baby? Okay, well, my collection grows by one. Looks like someone's been poking at the spotted dick, but they've avoided all the spots, making this... what? That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Mom made tater tot casserole. It looks more like a bunch of apples, but who am I to argue? Thank you. This is the tater tot casserole. That other stuff was fruit salad.
Didn't you do the bacon popcorn? Bacon grease popcorn?
Yeah, but I think we needed more bacon grease. Mom's eating the errant corner of the tater tot casserole.
I'm eating the leftover enchilada that Diana made the other day.
I'm gonna save some of these for later. What? Gosh. Now this is unique. It's a book of poems written in both English and Spanish. This should help us as we begin to teach Jedi both English and Spanish. Oh, they're traditional Spanish nursery rhymes, which would explain why I didn't know any of them. Wasn't Ring Around the Rosie about the Black Plague? English nursery rhymes are kind of creepy.
I walked in at the wrong time, but I brought you some cheese. You know what's growing on me?
Fungus.
Deli mustard. I used to not like it, but now that it's around and I have to eat it, I'm starting to like it.
Thanks again for taking the time to like and share our videos and for interacting with us everywhere, every day. We'll see you tomorrow.